So after the moisturizer is, locked in, let's put some primer on to make sure that it stays in place.
Oh no! Saweetie, no! She missed the most important part of a skincare routine. Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hiram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. We need to just stop and take a moment to realize how much I fucking love female rappers. I cannot get enough. Ever since I was in 7th grade and first discovered Nicki Minaj when she was a small artist in Queens, New York, I just can't get enough. Female rappers are just on another level. And don't get me wrong, I do like rap, but there's some sense of just power, anti-patriarchy, strength that comes through on female rap songs that I just can't get anywhere else. It's my fix. I need it. And one of my main goals in life is to memorize every single Nicki Minaj song out there. And I've memorized 2 albums so far, which is, not bad. And then after that, Megan Thee Stallion. And I was recently introduced to a new rap artist called Saweetie. And now I know my ass is way behind because she's been out for a while, been coming out with music, but I only recently discovered her because of TikTok, which by the way, if you guys want to follow me on TikTok, feel free to. You can actually tag me in your skincare routine because I react to your guys' skincare routines on there. It's a lot of fun. But I heard one of her songs and I was like, oh yeah, I like this. This is a nice beat. And then once I started listening to her music, like her single on the Birds of Prey album, oh my God, between her and Doja Cat, just pure art. And as much as I love her song, My Type, I just... It's one of those songs that I wish I could sing, but I definitely don't, for obvious reasons. But I really respect her, and I recently figured out that she did a skincare routine with Vogue about her energy-boosting skincare routine. But I wasn't even aware until a bunch of you guys started tagging me in the video, which thank you so much to you guys for always tagging me in these videos. Because of how much I like her, I was like, hey, why not? Now, if you want to watch a channel that does a lot of these reaction-style videos to Vogue skincare routines and Harper's Bazaar skincare routines, Susan Yara, the queen of skincare reaction videos, I will link her socials in the description box. So let's get into it. If you don't know me, I am a skincare specialist. That is the official title of my position at the skincare company that I work for. I am not, however, a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, nor do I ever claim to be one or no more than either of them. If you do have any concerns with your skincare routine, please go see your esthetician or dermatologist to get that shit treated. This is all just for fun and information's sake.
Hey, what's... Okay.
I like a robe.
I'm just a little goofy sometimes. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Icy Girl Saweetie. Today I'm chilling with Vogue's Beauty Secrets, and today I'm gonna walk you through my skincare routine. And yay. I know I like to do the natural makeup look, but honey, I wear a lot of makeup to get that look, so make sure you stay tuned.
Oh, okay.
The first
so it's
thing
both
I
the
do
makeup and skincare routine.
Is, of course, wash my face, because who wants to put makeup on a dirty face? That's a strike.
Yes.
So before I start, I'm gonna run some warm water on this towel because I don't want to get my lashes wet. So I got my warm water here to open up my pores, and I got my rag to make sure that none of this gets on my lashes. And for my favorite cleanser, I have Tatcha. And
okay.
I really love it because it's a deep cleanse, but it's super light, and it makes your skin feel really smooth.
I love her smile. Her smile is like goals. Like her teeth and her lips, I'm just like, ah, perfection. But I actually don't mind that cleanser. I think it's fine. It does have some fragrance, but I don't mind because it's in a wash-off treatment. It did leave my skin a little bit dewy, which usually I don't like it when cleansers leave my skin pretty dewy because I want to make sure it really deeply cleanses, but it does a good job and it has like a light exfoliation ability. One thing she said though is like using warm water to open up her pores. Warm water doesn't open up your pores. Your pores physically cannot like open or shrink in size. That's only determined by genetics and environment. However, warm water does help to loosen up the dirt and sebum in your pores and on your skin, so it is beneficial. But I talk about that in a lot of videos because so many people will be like, oh, I just open up my pores with steam, and I'm like, you sure about that?
When I was like in 5th grade, I had a really bad puberty outbreak, but I was living with my dad, and
same. And I still haven't recovered.
Know what to do with like skincare, so my dad would just tell me to get like a hot rag and put it on my face. So then when I went to go visit my mom, she was like horrified and was like, what's going on with your skin? And immediately put me on to, like skincare products. I don't know what they were, but my face, cleared up immediately. It kind of goes with that saying, if you know better, you do better. But since I didn't know, I was washing my face with hot rags and like body soap.
Hey, I mean, I used to use the 3-in-1 body washes on my face, so I completely agree with that sentiment. You can only do so much with ignorance and a limited product selection. But we love mothers setting up their skin with skincare routines.
There are certain face masks that I like to do before I put on my makeup. because it just gives your girl that extra glow. So for my face mask, I like to use the Tatcha Radiance Mask.
I'm getting flashback to Doja Cat's skincare routine. How funny is that? With Doja Cat, she used like nearly all Tatcha products. It was basically like a Tatcha review in a video. And she used both of these products. And here we are with Saweetie, another female rapper, using those as well. That's really funny. But this mask, you know, I personally haven't used it before, although the reviews are really amazing. And I have to say the ingredient list is pretty good. Definitely good for brightening the skin. It has fragrance, but again, I don't think it's too problematic because it is in a wash-off treatment and it definitely will give you that glow. I have to say though, that mask is expensive, really expensive. But I mean, Tatcha is, so it's expected.
Ladies, make sure you rinse, especially for my girls with big pores, with cold water. You do not want to leave, you know, your pores open for the makeup to seep in because that creates pimples. So make sure you wash with cold water.
No, I don't agree. That being said, any masks that have like exfoliating ingredients or intense treatments, I personally recommend always washing them off with a cleanser because you don't want to leave those ingredients in the skin for too long and risk like over exfoliation or over treatment. But in general, you do want to make sure that your mask is really well rinsed off, but not for the reasons that she stated.
For girls who have skin like me, super oily, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of dirt left. And I like to use Henricksen for the toner. So make sure you're moving quick, not answering a FaceTime or checking your coffee because you want to put your lotion on immediately after your toner. And what I do is I put...
So, I mean, I've talked about in videos before how I personally don't think toner is necessary because people really just use it for an additional layer of hydration. And if they want extra hydration, I mean, for me, I'm like, that means your moisturizer isn't moisturizing enough. But another misconception is that a toner is supposed to be used to clear up any excess dirt on the face. And here's the thing, if you're using a toner and you see that you have extra makeup and dirt come off on it, that just means your cleansing system isn't working well enough. I talk about this in a lot of videos, but a good cleanser should remove all the dirt from your skin. And if you see that a toner is removing an additional layer of dirt, you need to get a better cleansing system. And also how quickly you apply your moisturizer after your toner, there's no data backing up that relation. I mean, honestly, she's correct in the sense that you don't want to wait like 30 minutes, but that's just in general for your skincare routine. Like after you wash your face, you don't want to wait like 30 minutes before you put on a moisturizer because your skin will already start producing oil. And especially if you have oily skin, your skin can start looking really shiny. But in terms of like lotion to moisturizer, there's not necessarily a relation. It's just in general.
Do is I put eye cream on by Tatcha.
Okay,
it just gives me that extra boost. And for me, I barely sleep because I'm working so much.
Oh, poor thing.
So it really helps my bags out. I put it right here, and then I put a little bit on my eyelid. Okay, boom. So I get this.
So if you are familiar with my videos, I talk about eye cream frequently. I don't think eye cream is necessary. Does that mean I think it's bad? No, but if you're paying a lot of money for an eye cream like the Tatcha eye cream, oh girl, I just do not think it's worth it. But she probably got it for free from Tatcha, so I'm just like, hey, if you get it, use it, I guess. But the eye cream is formulated with fragrance, and I just don't think fragrance should be in the under eye area. Fragrance in general can cause sensitivity and irritation and potentially long-term damage to the skin, and putting it on your under eye area, the most sensitive part of your face, only increases that risk. And considering that an eye cream isn't even necessary in a skincare routine, I'm like, why use an eye cream that does have irritating ingredients like that? But a nice thing about that Tatcha eye cream is that it does have a little bit of luminosity, which helps to like correct any darkness on the under eye area. So I understand the appeal.
Okay, boom. So I get this Truth Serum by Henricksen. It smells amazing.
So that's not a good sign.
And a lot actually comes out, so you don't want to do too many pumps. And I just rub my hands together. So we're gonna let that dry and you can follow it up.
That's literally me drying my skincare routine. You know, I'm not a fan of that product. If you want to learn more, I did a video called The Truth About the Truth Serum. I think it's too fragranced for me to ever feel comfortable spending that much money on it. Also, the type of vitamin C that they use does not have data to back up its effectiveness. When we think of vitamin C, the research that supports vitamin C goes to an ingredient called ascorbic acid. Any other type of vitamin C ingredients that aren't ascorbic acid technically don't have the same scientific data backing up whether they're effective or not. And because vitamin C is so unstable when exposed to sunlight and air. I don't think it's really necessary. Actually, there is one vitamin C product that I have been loving. It's the ordinary L-Ascorbic acid powder. This one is in a powder form, so it's way more stable and more effective than a vitamin C derivative like she's using. And this one is fragrance free. It's literally that one ingredient, L-Ascorbic acid, and it's great. I noticed it brightened the face really well, and it's also non-sensitizing, and it's literally $6. Such a good price point, and it'll give you proven benefits as opposed to that product. So overall, I'm just not a fan. And I mean, any product that you use where you're like, that smells really good, that's a warning sign. Fragrance is not necessary in a skincare product and only risks irritation and sensitivity.
Follow it up with the Ole Henriksen Sea Brush Brightening Gel Cream. Now, okay, so I showed this before and a lot of people came for me because they thought I was trying to lighten my skin. No, I like my melanin. This is for like dark spots. So for example, right here, I had a really nasty pimple and that shit was so ugly. It was really coming from my life and it just was not cute. However, I had this and it brightened up that dark spot. Not my face, but the dark spot. Because if you're like me, you like to pop your pimples. It's like, I just can't have pimples on my face and I have to pop them. So sometimes, you know, the consequence is a dark spot. I'm gonna have to clean it up.
So what she's talking about is called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and it's the pigmentation of the skin after you have acne or a pimple, and it permanently damages the skin. Now, I can understand why a lot of people came from her, and I think there's a huge difference between brightening and whitening. Let me explain. Vitamin C is used for brightening the skin. It's not going to bleach your skin at all. It's not going to make it white. It's not going to remove the melanin. All it's going to do is help to correct any dark spots and uneven skin tones across your face, which is why it would be beneficial for her. Also, people with darker skin tones are more prone to developing post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and dark spots, which means that they can really benefit from ingredients like vitamin C in their skincare routine. There are, however, ingredients out there that are used for bleaching the skin, which is something I am so against. It infuriates me when I go to the store and I see products that are literally advertising to be skin whitening. I actually have a video that I'm working on about that. I'm excited for you guys to see because that is a topic that I am just so passionate about because I believe that whitening products should be completely removed from the industry. But ingredients like hydroquinone, for example, that are used in face creams, yes, those can whiten your face and they will only increase the risk for skin cancer and long-term skin damage and are just terrible for your skin. So I'm glad that she recognizes that difference, and it also shows that she knows some information about skincare. She knows how vitamin C is going to be effective and what type of products to not look for that bleach the skin. So good for her. She's knowledgeable about skincare. I like to see it. As for my thoughts on that moisturizer, it's like the Truth Serum. I just don't think it's that good personally for all the reasons I stated before. A good alternative if you are like her wanting a more like luxury moisturizer, and I haven't talked about this one in a long time, it's the Tidal Brightening Water Cream by Sunday Riley. This one's awesome because it has an ingredient called alpha-arbutin, and alpha-arbutin is amazing for brightening any dark spots on the face, but in my opinion is way more stable and effective than vitamin C, or at least the vitamin C forms that she's using. This one is fragrance free, has a bunch of incredible ingredients, and is also really good for oily skin. I loved my experience with this one. Definitely gives you that glow and works great for brightening the skin without giving that greasy look.
Let's put some primer on to make sure that it stays in place.
Oh no! Saweetie, no! She missed the most important part of a skincare routine. I had so much faith in her to this point. So the most important part of a skincare routine, regardless of your skin tone, no matter who you are, even if it's the only product that you use, is a sunscreen. A sunscreen is absolutely necessary for a skincare routine. Literally, you can do 10, 15 steps, every single step in a skincare routine, anti-aging, firming, hydrating, brightening. But if you don't use a sunscreen, none of that shit matters. Especially if you're using an ingredient like vitamin C, because vitamin C helps to brighten the dark spots, but it also can make your skin more sensitive to the sun, which is why a sunscreen is even more important. And there have been people, I think it was Jackie Aina, when I was reacting to her skincare routine, she was talking about how a lot of people with darker skin tones don't use a sunscreen because they don't think it's necessary, but that's not true. They still need a sunscreen because while yes, they won't experience UVB, which is where your skin gets burnt, they will experience UVA exposure. UVA creates aging within the skin, and 90% of premature aging in the skin is due to sun exposure alone. That's why literally nothing else else will matter if you aren't using a sunscreen afterwards. If you guys want to know some of my favorite sunscreen recommendations, I just did a video talking all about them. I'll link it in the description box below. But one of my favorites that I talked about, and that one I think actually works great for dark skin tones, and a bunch of you guys in my comment section were saying that this sunscreen works amazing for darker skin tones. It's the Blossance Squalane Mineral Sunscreen. This one is just incredible, and both my roommates tried it. They have dark skin tones, and I never saw any white cast on them, which is incredible considering that this is a mineral sunscreen, and usually mineral sunscreens leave behind a heavy white cast. There's this one, or there's Korean sunscreens that I talk about in my video. You guys can check it out. There's a lot of good ones for people with darker skin tones. But I'm so sad she missed that. Oh my gosh, it's so important. Hopefully since making this video, she has learned that and has started using a sunscreen. Well, I have to say, I like how quick and to the point she was with that skincare routine. Honestly, when I saw that this was a 17-minute video, I was like, oh boy, if she goes in with a 20-step skincare routine, I just don't know if I have it in me. But overall, I liked her routine. It was simple. There weren't too many products. Each product did have a purpose. And while I don't agree with the formulas, like the fact that she uses fragrance, I do appreciate her skincare education and the mindset that she has going in with these products. I would recommend alternatives though, the ones that I was talking about before, and of course a sunscreen. Most importantly, she has to go in with one. But overall, I don't think it was too bad of a routine, and it's a great thing that she has genes on her side, that her mom started her out with skincare early, because her skin is gorgeous, and probably because of genetics, it's going to stay gorgeous for a long time. What do you guys think of this routine? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. This is actually a lot of fun, and I really like her a lot, so I just enjoyed seeing her skincare routine. Comment down below whose skincare routine you think I should react to next. I've noticed a lot of people are uploading their routines, which means more reaction videos for you guys. I just want to know who you guys want to see. Be sure and subscribe to my second YouTube channel called Selfless. It's focused on empowering you to make a positive difference in the world from just your phone. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.